What's up, manga fans? Master King JC here with another edition of IMT. Yeah, it's manga time, baby. New One Piece chapter. Let's get to it. Okay, so we got One Piece chapter 615, the Mato-Mato curse. And we got the second we got the third installment of the new cover story from the Depths of the World. And this time we're at Mount Kobo and we see the Dawn and all the Mountain Bandits, and they're all them wearing like straw hats. And in the background, you get these mountain bands holding this giant poster that says Luffy in the back. So they're all happy, like, yeah, Luffy, he's back, yeah. So yeah, they're all Luffy's fans, of course. And the Dawn, she looks happy. She got the newspaper on her it looks like an apple box. Yeah, apple crate. But anyway, that's the cover story. Let's get into chapter. So anyway, when we left off from last chapter, Luffy and his stupid idea, he fucking shoves the princess into Megalo's mouth, and he's like freaking huge now because he's got the princess' mouth, and he's like swimming away. And Brooke's like, hey, Luffy-san! And the minister's like, hey, wait, Megalo! And it was like, let's go for a walk! And the shark is in such excruciating pain right now. Look at his face. He's in excruciating pain right now. He's crying and he's all like, oh, looks like he's about to throw up. If he does throw up the princess, that'd be a little too nasty. And Shirahoshi's thinking to himself, he's like, Father, brothers, people at the castle, please forgive me. I'm going outside without permission. I'll be home by dinner time. Yeah, she's still acting all, uppity and, princess-like, even though she's in the situation. The minister and Brooke, they're like, hey, why is Megalo just leaving with the door wide open? The princess could be in danger. And he goes to the room and he's like, she's gone! Princess Shirahoshi is gone! I mean, really, son? You really don't think that shark, which is normally about this big, and all of a sudden now is this big, you don't think, hey, is the princess inside that shark? Nah, he doesn't look any different. It's exactly the same. You really don't think that at all. But anyway, the minister's all pissed off. He's like, oh, this is terrible. This is a national crisis. When? Who did this? This must be a kidnapping. The Brooke's like, a kidnapping? And all of a sudden, this guy pops up behind Brooke, about to strike him with a sword. But Brooke, he dodges it, and he pulls out his sword cane. He's like, hey, what do you think you're doing? And you don't really notice it right here, but the moment right here, the guy, like, falls down, and there's, like, blood spurting off him. So I'm thinking, did Brooke use, what's it called? Hatsuko, or something, Yahatsu gear. Did he use that on, the guy right there? Because I think he did. If he did, he used it really fast. He used it like lightning fast attack. It's like, shoo. The guy didn't even notice it. But anyway, the members of the pirates who were just thrown in through the castle, they're just now standing up, and they're all like, "Hey, the connecting corridor that ties Fisherman Island to the Ryuuguu Palace. Where's the switch that opens and closes it?" And Brooke's like, "The switch?" And Minister's like, Skeleton, just hurry back to Neptune-sama. We must report this at once. And one of the pirates is like, he's all bleeding and stuff. And he's like, we have no choice. Those are our orders. We got to listen to what they say if we want to survive. Hurry up and tell us. If we don't, then we'll be killed. So basically, the pirates, if they don't open the switch, then they're gonna get killed. So I really don't see how that's gonna work out. Basically, but yeah. Then we go back to Coral Hill on Fisherman Island, and Sanji just beat up some of the Amo Knights, who are really weak. which I expect him to be weak. But hey, Sanji just went through a time skip. You know, he got powerful, so you know they had to be weak. They're just fodder. Poor useless fodder. And Sanji's all like, "Damn it, these guys are trying to handcuff me, and they're my only chance to get to Ryuuguu Palace." And Chopper's like, look, all people around us are glaring at us. Their eyes are as bugged out and white as deep sea fishes. What, Chopper? What? Anyway, Sanji's like, stop whining. What's done is done. Hey, that's the same thing Zoro said last chapter. Similarities. Ooh. And Chopper's like, think before you do it. And now Chopper sounds like Brooke. Really? And Sanji's like, you beat up half of them too, didn't you? With your kung fu? That was pretty strong. And Chopper's all like, don't think saying something like that's gonna make me happy. He's blushing and everything. He's doing like this clapping thing. He's like, yay! Or it's just making Chopper too cute already. Come on. It's enough already. And we hear a woman's crying. So he's like, a woman's voice? He's next to like, what? And so it says, someone covered in blood came up from the beach. And like, aren't you from the Fisherman District? What happened? Hurry up and call a doctor. And Chopper is about like, I'm a doctor. And the guy who pops up, it's Hachi. And he's all covered in arrows and stuff. And so he's like, Hachi, what happened to you? Brooke's like, why am I saying Brooke? I'm sorry, Brooke's awesomeness is just, it's enveloping me and the phone's ringing. Yeah, anyway, Chopper's like, where are those wounds from? What happened? And Hachi's like, oh, it's you guys. I'm so glad I could meet you. Is Straw Hat here? So he's like, he isn't here. Just wait a minute. We'll fix you up. And Hachi says, gather your crew. Hurry. You shouldn't get involved anymore with this island. Leave the Fishman District. Right now, the new Fishman Pirates are coming to attack this island. The Ryuuguu Kingdom will be destroyed. So we get like this flashback to what happened earlier at the Fishman District, Noah. Vonderdeck is all like, listen up, loyal pirates of Hody Jones. You should all be happy now that you'll be able to become my accomplices to his history-defying plan. And these are like the pirates who are like allied with the Fishman pirates, the human pirates. And they're all like, Vonderdecken? From the Flying Dutchman? And Vonderdeck's like, bah, ho, 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 ho. Relax, I'm his descendant. I'm not a ghost, but I'm cursed too. I'm a fishman, but I can't swim. It's because of the devilish power I received along with the Mato-Mato curse. Allow me to demonstrate. So, Vonderdeck is telling them that he got a curse, but he's not admitting that he ate a fruit. He's not admitting that he ate the devil fruit. He's just saying, oh, I didn't eat a devil fruit. This is just a curse that was passed down from my bloodline. It's not like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these humans aren't stupid enough to not know what a devil fruit is. When they're halfway through the Grand Line, you have to know what a devil fruit is. And anyway, Vonderdeck says, all right, you'll do, human. Come up front. But anyway, before he does anything, Hachi runs in. He's like, are you guys really serious about this? Stop all this idiocy. And was like, it's Hachi-san. And Hachi's like, Hody Jones, all those energy steroids will destroy your body. Why would Fishman want to destroy Fishman Island? Don't take the great knight Neptune lightly. And Hody Jones is all like, Hachi-san, just give it a rest already. We don't want to hear your opinions anymore. I can't even believe you were an officer of the All-Along Pirates. You got soft. It's time for the new generation to step in. In order to educate those humans, we need Fishman Island. Neptune is in the way. You're the one who taught us about how we're the ultimate race. Remember? And Hachi's all like, but All-Along's are lost. Decken, Hozu, why are you two even involved with this? You didn't even answer when Arlong called out to you back then. Why are you assisting these young people now? So, wait, does this mean that Arlong was asking for Haozu and Vanderdecken's assistance before? Interesting. And Haozu is drinking his sake. He's all like, assistant? I was simply hired. I'm only here for the money. That Arlong was too tight with his wallet, and he could never pay my fees. You can never match up to me ever since we were kids. I felt bad when Arlong could only take with him a swordsman of your caliber. So, yeah, this confirms that Haozu is the swordsman that Hachi was talking about, the one who was better than him. And Vonderdeck is like, bah, ho, 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 ho. Hachi from the All-Along Pirates, huh? Boy, does this take me back. That captain of yours even tried to make me his underling. Me! Vanderdecken! He's got some sense of humor. I'm a man who will never fall under another's command. Hody understands that well. So, if these guys actually did team up with All Along Pirates back when Luffy was at Kokoyashi Village, then they would have been fucked up. Well, they probably would have. Yeah, they probably would have been fucked up if yeah, Von Decken still had his troop, so they would have been fucked up because these guys are fucking tough, and the Straw Hats, they were still like, you know, getting stronger back then. So yeah, well, they're lucky that these guys did not join Arlong's crew 2 years ago. But anyway, Holy Jones is saying, Arlong Song's ambition and the way he wasn't just all talk deserves respect. But at the same time, he was barbaric and lacked sophistication. While you guys were going wild in the sea, we were all still little kids with little diapers, shitting our little pants, weren't even old enough to become the pirates we wanted to be. And this is how our generation matured. Therefore, we are thoroughly prepared. We've learned from our failures. I am the man who will carry on the wheel of the All Along Pirates. To hear an ex-officer from the crew I looked up to scream objections at my plans. My motherfucking plans. Do you really want to dishearten me like that, Hachi-san? Do you see me monologuing right here with this big-ass speech? Bitch. And strangely enough, right now, Straw Hat Luffy, the very man who smashed your ambition, is right here on Fishman Island. Hasn't that fazed you at all? And Hachi's like, he called me, an ex-officer from Arlong's crew, his friend. I even owe him my life. I want to see him as soon as possible. But, as long as Arlong's will survives here, I couldn't bear to show myself to him. And Harry Jones is looking all pissed. He's pissed. He's like, friends? With a human? Don't you go spouting bullshit like Neptune now. I've lost all hope in you. And Von Decken comes in. He touches him with his left hand. He's like, I'm locked on now, Hachi. But, have you forgotten the way of the pirate? If you got something to say, you've got to do with violence, I think. And he tosses a knife in the air. The knife like spins around and goes around and hits Hachi right in the back. Like it was like a knife. Like what? Like, but he threw the knife in a completely different direction. Yet it still stabbed in that octopus fishman. And Von Decken's like, ever since I touched you back there, you've been my target. No matter what I may throw, or where I may throw it, I'm just like a living bird. It will fly straight towards you, its target. The Mato-Mato curse. Of course, there are numerous ways to prevent it. Go ahead and try for yourself. I was like, Nyuuuu? Stop! Not that many arrows. I've heard rumors about your ability. Hey, Hody, he's gonna kill me at this rate. Stop decking. Burp. And Holy Jones is like, didn't I tell you, Hachi-san? Vanderdecken isn't my subordinate. We're bound by an equal part alliance. And besides, I'm sick of looking at you, you goddamn coward. And Hachi has to run, and then Von Decken throws the arrows into the air. He's like, now, off you go! And Holy Jones is laughing, ja ha 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 ha. And Von Decken's like, bo ho ho ha 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 ho. I just love their laughs. And the arrows go racing toward Hachi. He's running, and he's like, no matter where to, they will keep following you. And he jumps into the water. He's like, damn it, doesn't water make a difference with these arrows? And arrows like zoom in, and boom, they hit him. So we see how strong Von Decken is with his target powers. His Mato-Mato curse. Yeah. Everyone's like all scared and pissed. Decken's like, bah ho ho ho. I can only keep as many targets in my memory as I have palms. 2. So we learned something right there. Von Decken can have 2 targets because he's got 2 hands. So he touches you with his left hand. Anything he throws with his left hand goes to the target he touched with his left hand. Anything he touches with his right hand, and he throws with his right hand, it aims at the target with his, left hand thingy. Von Decken says, this right hand, which I haven't watched for 10 years, has memorized the time when I touched the princess of Ryuuguu Kingdom, Princess Shirahoshi. Get it now? Both the love and weapons I throw will chase their targets down to the bottom of hell. That is my power. Yes, I'm pretty sure we get it now, Decken. I'm pretty sure we get it. And the fishermen are like, awesome! So that's how he was able to say, as a devious stalker, about showing himself or getting caught by the Neptune army. And all like, what a wily man! Wily! Wily! They call him Wily now. What the fuck? And Holy Jones is all like, alright then, Huey Pirates. You understand Dekka's ability now, don't you? Now, you can begin the first step of our plan. The Ryuuguu Palace is said to be impossible to invade, but for 10 years, one man has continued to throw invading objects into it. Vonderdecken. In short, you will be thrown by Vonderdecken as the invaders. You will fly to Princess Shirahoshi in the palace. The place where you'll actually be landing is a hardened tower wall, though. Your mission, once you arrive, is to open the gate from inside and let us charge in. And the guy's all like, no way! If we do that, if we hit a wall like that, at that speed, we'll die. And Hoijon's like, I agree. That's why we're using the petty lives of you humans. You're all worthless as slaves in this place. Only the ones who hit that wall and complete their mission will be awarded freedom. If you decline, then I'll throw you outside the bubble right here and now. You inferior creatures! So, yeah, Hoy Jones is, he's an asshole. He's a big asshole now. He got the whole, even though he feels a lot like Arlong now, he feels even more menacing than Arlong at the moment. Anyway, we go back to Kukaku Tower, and the pirates are like, wait, if we don't open that corridor, we'll be killed by Holy Jones. And Brooke and the minister burst into the door like, Neptune-sama, a kidnapping has occurred. The princess has been taken away by someone, and pirates rained down in the tower. Anyways, an enemy attack! Enemy attack! And Neptune's all like, a kidnapping? A Shirahoshi? Who? From where? And Zoro's all like, an enemy attack at a time like this. What are we supposed to do about it? And he'll start freaking out. He's all like, why now? We're already doing one inside. What should we do? No, I don't want to hear the answer. And Zoro's like, cut him. And Usopp's like, I said I didn't want to hear it. That's funny. So Zoro's like, we'll just cut him. We'll just fucking cut him. That's the answer right there. So, back at Fishman Island, Luffy, Megalo, and the princess are outside. I don't know how the fuck they got in. Did they burst into the bubble? I have no idea how they got out. Anyway, they're in Fishman. They're outside the Ryuuguu Palace. They're in Fishman Island, and Princess Shirahoshi's like, "Isn't it okay for you to wait?" No, that's Luffy. Luffy's like, "Isn't it okay for you to come out now?" And Shirahoshi's like, "No, I think I'm still fine out inside." And the shark is about to barf right now. He's all like, and Luffy's like, well, how is it? Your first time outside in 10 years. And Shirahoshi's like, my heart is beating so fast. I am really doing a bad thing. Luffy's like, how could this be bad? We're just going outside. Such a weirdo. And Shirahoshi's like, is this what you call an adventure? And Luffy's like, ha 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 ha. Yeah. If your heart is beating fast, then it's an adventure. You mentioned some sea force, didn't you? What's there anyway? What's there? Anything fun? And Shirahoshi, she's like, a grave. There's a grave I've never been to since it was built for 10 years. It's a place I've wanted to go the most. And I thought this right here. Hold on, before we go to the next page, what? Right here. She has her hands outside Megalo's mouth, and he's a shark, and I'm like, how is she not, like, cutting her fingers on his sharp teeth? Unless his teeth are, like, dull or something. But anyway, we go to the deep sea sea forest, and we see some guy on the hill. And he says, it's already been 10 years since you caused that uproar on Fishman Island. Since that assassination incident in broad daylight. Time goes so fast. The princess have grown to strong warriors now. Princess Shirahoshi is still inside the tower though. But no one has forgotten your ideals. Queen Otahime. And this is Jinbei. Jinbei is the one who's talking, and Jinbei finally appears. He looks exactly the same, which I expect. I mean, he's already an old guy anyway. And that's the end of the chapter. So yes, I'm sensing a flashback coming out about the young princess Shirahoshi and Queen Otahime and what happened with Vonderdecken 10 years ago. I'm sensing a flashback coming on right here. So anyway, that's the end of the chapter. It's Master King JC, and keep on keeping on. And don't forget to leave your comments on the chapter in the comment section down there. So yeah, comment, rate, subscribe. Peace.
Comment. Right.
Do you see me monologuing right here with this big ass speech?